Would it be falling in love like a river flow, running to the sea, running to the sky. Some things are meant to be.
You may be seated. I want to welcome you all this afternoon. Of the thousands of important moments that happen throughout our lives, this one moment of deep meaning, joy, celebration, and of new beginnings is shared with the most important people in our lives. In celebration of this moment, we are gathered together today in the presence of God to witness the vows of Dustin and Lauren as they publicly express their love and commitment to each other. Today they invite all of us to share in this wonderful and meaningful moment. Who gives this woman to be with this man?
Her mother and I.
In the Song of Songs, chapter 8, verse 7, it says, "Many waters cannot quench love. Rivers cannot sweep it away. If one were to give all the wealth of one's house for love, it would be utterly scorned." No matter who you are or where you're from, we know this one thing. Love is the great unifier. Love is why you are both standing here before us and why we are all here to witness these sacred vows. We have all loved in our lifetimes, and in this moment, we're reminded that the ability to love is the very best part of our humanity. All of us here today have our own love stories. Some are short, others long. Some are yet unwritten, while others are just getting to the good part. I think that's you guys. Today we take time to pause, look back at the moments that brought us here, and time to look ahead at all the moments that are still to come. Dustin and Lauren, we are all here because we want these moments for you. We're here to hope with you, to pray for you, to be proud of you, and to stand with you when your love isn't all warm and fuzzy and happily ever after. Love is not one moment, not even this moment. It's every moment. And even though to experience this kind of love is so incredible, words fail us when we try to explain it. So with that said, Dustin and Lauren, I charge you now as you stand in the presence of God and these witnesses to remember that love and loyalty to each other are the foundations of an enduring relationship. No other human ties are more tender. No other vows more sacred than those you are about to exchange. Acknowledging this, Dustin and Lauren, do you intend to give yourselves to each other and live together in the covenant of marriage? They said we do. Today you are making a choice. You both are choosing each other. You've chosen to be with someone who enhances you, who makes you think, makes you laugh, and makes every day even brighter. You are about to make promises to each other that you intend to keep. You're going to vow to take care of each other, to stand up for one another and find happiness in the other. There's a simple premise to each of these promises. You're vowing to be there. You're teaming up and saying to the other, every experience I'm going to have, I want you to be a part of it. We turn and face each other. Dustin, if you could repeat after me. I, Dustin, take you, Lord,
I, Dustin, thank you, Lord,
for my lawful wife,
for my lawful wife,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better or for worse. Take your time.
for better or for worse,
For richer or for poor,
for richer or for poor,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
all the days of my life.
all the days of my life.
Lauren, can you repeat after me? I, Lauren, take you, Dustin,
I, Lauren, take you, Dustin,
for my lawful husband,
my lawful husband,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better or for worse,
better or for worse,
for richer or for poor,
for richer or for poorer,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
all the days of my life.
all the days of my life.
And I'm going to take my frozen hands.
Sorry.
Oh, you're sorry to who? Us?
Yeah.
You sorry. You have chosen to exchange rings today as a token of your love. Lord, bless and consecrate Lauren and Dustin in their love and compassion for each other. May the Lord bless these rings as a sign of the vows by which Dustin and Lauren have bound themselves to each other. And may they serve as symbols and reminder of those vows of love and commitment that have been spoken on this day. Dustin, will you take this ring, place it on Lauren's finger, and repeat after me? Lauren, I give you this ring
Lauren, I give you this ring,
as a symbol of my love
symbol of my love
and commitment to you.
and commitment to you.
Lauren, will you take this ring, place it on Dustin's finger, and repeat after me? Dustin, I give you this ring
And I give you this ring,
as a symbol of my love
symbol of my love
and commitment to you.
and commitment to you.
I challenge you to remember that it was love that brought you into this world. Love which shaped you, the love of each other that warms your souls. You have in every sense been created in love. Nurture your love. Be patient with it, and it will grow beyond even what you know now. And bless you all the days of your life. Let's go to the Lord in prayer. God, hear our prayers for Dustin and Lauren, who have come here to be united in the covenant of marriage. Give them your blessing and strengthen their love for each other. We ask this through our Lord Jesus Christ, your Son, who lives and reigns with you in the Holy Spirit, one God, forever and ever. Dustin and Lauren, may your marriage bring you all the exquisite excitements a marriage can bring. And may life grant you also patience, tolerance, and understanding. May you always need one another, not so much to fill your emptiness as to help you know your fullness. May you need one another, but not out of weakness. May you want one another, but not out of lack. May you entice one another, but not compel one another. May you embrace one another, but not out-encircle one another. May you succeed in all important ways with one another and not fail in the little graces. May you look for things to praise, often say I love you, and take no notice of small faults. If you have quarrels, then push them apart. May both of you hope to have good sense enough to take the first step back. May you enter into the mystery that is the awareness of one another's presence. No more physical than spiritual, warm and near when you are side by side, and warm and near when you are in separate rooms or even in distant cities. May you have happiness, and may you find it making one another happy. May you have love, and may you find it loving one another. Now that Dustin and Lauren have given themselves to each other by solemn vows, with the joining of hands and the giving and receiving of rings, by the authority invested in me as an ordained minister of the gospel in accordance with the laws of the Commonwealth of Virginia, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Dustin, you may kiss your bride.
Please put your hands together for the parents of the bride, Lynn Bye. Next up, make some noise for the mother of the groom, Jan. All right, we're going to start bringing in our bridal party now. Make some noise for them. First up, I have Cassie, Drew, and Katie. Next up, please put your hands together for Brady and Clark. Make some noise for next up, ladies and gentlemen, Jessica and Dylan. All right, and now for our number twos. Put your hands together for our main environment best man, Rachel and Kevin. Ladies and gentlemen, this time please rise from your seats. Please rise from your seats. Please rise and turn your attention to that dance floor. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time ever to a dance floor, make some noise for Mr. and Mrs. Dustin and Lara Vernon. Make some noise for the Vernons, y'all, come on.
There's a calm surrender to the rush of day. When the heat of a whirlwind carried turned away.
And a chance at moment, and it sees me through. It's enough for this restless world just to be with you. And can you feel the love tonight? It is where we are. It's enough for this world. That we got this far. And can you feel the love tonight? How it's laid to rest. It's enough to make kings and vagabonds believe the
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Mr. and Mrs. Vernon.
I just wanted to take a moment to thank everybody, to thank the vendors, everything. I know I'm an emotional roller coaster. This is my rock. I'm the crybaby. I try to warn as many people. But I really, just from the heart, from us both, I just wanted to thank all of you for coming. Like I said, my vendors, my girl Carletta. Jordan, obviously, right here. And then Stephanie doing everything. She's the boss. She's telling me what to say. But that's all. It's short and sweet. I just thank you, honestly, from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate each and every single one of you.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we break bread, I'd like to invite up.
Hi. Got really quiet in here. Hope everyone enjoyed dinner. I just want to introduce myself. I'm Rachel. I'm Lauren's older sister, and I want to say thank you to everybody for coming out tonight to celebrate the beautiful couple. So, I did bring my notes just to follow up, but congratulations on your special day. I've had the honor and privilege of experiencing Lauren go through so many milestones together and all the fun times in between. From rollerblading in the basement, pushing her around in a shop bag, to her crazy obsession with Barbies and Disney movies, which has also continued today with Disney Plus. But we also shared a room together, and I remember many nights where Mom would come up and knock on the door, "Go to bed, girls," but we just would stay up talking and laughing, and we couldn't fall asleep because we just kept each other company all the time. But we were also very close growing up together. Since we were so close, I ended up telling Lauren everything. I told her everything, lots of deep secrets and things like that. But also, there was probably a lot of things that she learned growing up, probably a little too early, such as maybe the real deal behind Santa, possibly 4 years too early. But it's a good thing that we still believe today. So, one thing that I love most about Lauren is her ability to just be so confident in herself, and I really appreciate that. But one thing, growing up, Lauren's had many different styles, as many of you may have known. She had crazy, boots with the fur and her bucket hat. But the best part about it is that she just didn't care what anybody else thinks, and I think that's a really great quality. Lauren, you were such a loving, caring, and gentle soul. Someone who's always there for people, and somebody that I can laugh, cry, and confide in. I'm so proud of the woman that you are today. So I remember the first time that I met Dustin. We actually met at the place where we had our rehearsal dinner last night, so that was a nice touch. I just remember the conversation being very easy and fun. We had a really good time that day. We were Christmas shopping. It was around this time, many years ago now, but I just remember what stood out to me was how much that you truly cared for her. And that really stood out to me. As a family of all girls, I can finally say that my dad is glad to welcome another guy into the family finally, so we can balance things out a little bit. But and honestly, Dustin, there's I just can't tell you how much I know Lauren is just truly so happy. I've never seen her as happy as she is with you. So, and somebody once told me that true love is its soul's recognition of its counterpoint in another. So I just want to take a moment to raise, if you could raise your glasses, and toast the beautiful couple. I hope that you are as happy for a lifetime to come as you are today. So congratulations. I love you very much. Love you all.
Like Rachel said, I'd like to thank everybody for coming. It was a long trip for me too. Anybody that doesn't know me, I live in California now, and it was a hard, difficult move for me. But Dusty made it possible through a lot of his support and text messages, essentially. But we got there. But before I moved out there, Lauren and Dusty hadn't rekindled yet and reconnected. And so every time I came back, obviously Dusty and I would try and hang out and do the best with the limited time that we had. And The first time, I think we tried to hang out. If anybody doesn't know us and is not familiar with us, Dusty and I would get into mischief, to say the least, to put it lightly. No rollerblading stories in the basement, unfortunately. But exactly, plenty of other stories. So when I would come back and I would say, hey, let's go out and get a beer or whatever, he would say, well, let me check with the missus. And if that was a solid no, then we wouldn't do that. And for the first time that happened, I was beside myself, to say the least. I could not believe Dusty said no to getting drinks with me. So when Kevin and I were actually informed that he was getting married, we said, well, okay, well, we gotta do the right thing. We gotta put together a bachelor party, right? We did everything in our efforts to pay for it, to get him out there, to get him to California. He didn't want to do it. He said, gotta check with the missus. And to say again, I was beside myself when he said no. And then that's when I started to realize that Dusty has found something in Lauren that every man looks for, which is somebody that makes you want to be a better man. And I'm very happy that my friend has found that in Lauren, and I'm very happy for my best friend. So. Yeah, so, so if we can all raise whatever we have in front of us. Lauren and Dustin, or Dusty, as we all call him.
Hi everyone, my name is Jessica. I'm Lauren's little sister and her other maid of honor. So I have to know I remember many years ago, I used to work at Tropical Smoothie Cafe, and as many of you know, that's where Lauren and Dustin first met. I worked there a few years later than they did, but when I did start working there, when I did start working there, Dustin was working at the Verizon store next door. And this man, let me tell you, I swear, every time I was working, he would come over all the time for some discounted smoothies. All the time. And I just remember being so, he was just so funny. I don't know. And I just would have never honestly imagined that someday he would become family. But I'm just so happy. I can't tell you enough how happy we are to have you part of the family. You can finally say I have a brother. And as Rachel said earlier, we're finally getting to start to balance out that male to female ratio that we have going on.
We need a couple more.
So I just want to officially say welcome to the family, Dustin. Very happy to have you. And as for Lauren, of course my memories go back quite a bit further with her. It's my older sister right there. I've experienced everything with her. She's taught me so much. And I could go on and on of all the memories I have with Lauren, but I don't want to keep us from writing. So, however, recently one memory has really stuck out to me, and I don't know why, but I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about it. So, me and Lauren, a long time ago, we didn't have these. We didn't have cell phones. We didn't have texting. And I remember being little kids, and whenever we saw that it was going to snow, or it was forecasted to snow, we would get really excited. And at night, we would sneak out of bed and pass each other notes. It was the funniest thing. And I just distinctly remember, writing out these notes in the dark, and then, quietly opening my door, going over and passing it to her. And it would say, oh, do you think that's snow outside? And she'd be like, oh no, I think that's just the reflection of the mirror. And we would just really look forward to hopefully being off school the next day, but I don't know why. I think maybe because it's so cold outside, I'm thinking about snow. But, I just want to say, this is just one of many memories I have with you, and I'm just very excited for all the future memories that we're going to have together as a family. our, weekly Sunday dinners. I can't wait. We just, I'm so happy for both of you, and I just wanted to say, we can just raise our glasses. Just a happy couple. I love you guys so much. You're welcome. Thank you, guys.
Hello, everyone. My name is Kevin. I've been Dusty's best friend for nearly 2 decades now. Started in the soccer field, on the soccer field. We were opponents and teammates for years and years. It continued into school and after school and right up until this day. So when he asked me to be his best man, I thought to myself, I have every incriminating and embarrassing story of this guy's most mischievous years of his life. He's made a big mistake. But I'm not going to start there. I'm going to start just talking about how great of a friend Dusty is, how caring he is, how big of a heart he has. One night years ago, we had a couple people over. Mom was working a night. I had a little bit too much to drink, and I ended up passed out on the couch. Sorry, Jan. It was usual. All right, so it happened more than once. I wake up the following morning, and I have a comforter, I have a pillow, I have a water bottle, I have a cold Gatorade, and I have buttered toast right there. All prepared by Dusty. He's just such a great friend, such a big heart. Dusty is also very talented. Dusty was the goalie of the soccer team. And in fact, one tournament we went away, we were not getting the calls from the ref. The ref was really kind of screwing us over. So Dusty took action into his own hands. As the goalie, he made the save, he picked up the ball, he ran right to the top of his box. He winds up, and he throws this soccer ball as hard as he can. And he drills the ref right in the eye. So to this day, I have never met anyone who could make that throw that he made. Dusty is talented. Another tournament, another soccer trip that we took together. We're playing and Dusty's on fire. He's making every save. Nothing can beat him. Nothing can get past him. So the opponent, they're trying underhanded tactics. They're playing dirty. So Dusty he makes a save and he gets hammered. He's hit really hard and he goes down. He hits the ground hard. He holds his head. He puts his head in his hands and he's laying on the ground motionless. So everyone is concerned. We all, we rush to Dusty. We want to make sure he's okay. The coach comes on the field. The trainer comes on the field. Dusty still has not moved, holding his head, hasn't said a word. We're like, Dusty, you okay? Dusty. So we're getting concerned. Finally, still has not moved. Barely the quietest voice, we say, Dusty, what hurts? My knee. So why are you holding your head? Why were you holding your head? Dusty is Dusty. And that was a very Dusty move. But Dusty is an incredibly caring, talented, huge-hearted, loving guy. And I love you. So, that takes me over to Mrs. Vernon. Lauren, there was a night 2 years ago, you guys had just gotten engaged. and we all went out together. And what we did that night was an escape room, which is a kind of challenging task to solve. But when I saw the two of them together facing this challenge, the pair of them coming together as a team, I knew that Dusty had found his partner. He had found his person that he was always going to lean on. And Lauren, you could see the exact same in you. And when I saw you guys come together, you just completed one another, and I knew you guys could face any challenge for the rest of your lives. Well, I love you. So, with that said, let's all raise our glasses and cheers to Mr. and Mrs. Vernon.
Look at the two of you dancing that way, lost in the moment and each other's face. So much in love, you're alone in this place, like there's nobody else in the world. I was enough for her not long ago. I was her number one. She told me so, and she still means the world to me, just so you know. So be careful when you hold my girl. Time changes everything, life must go on. I'm not gonna stand in your way. I loved her first, I held her first, and a place in my heart will always be yours. From the first breath she breathed, when she first smiled at me, I knew the love of a father runs deep. And I prayed that she'd find you someday, but it's still hard to give her away. I loved her first.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the bride and her father. At this time, we'd like to ask the groom and his mother make their way to the dance floor. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, our dance floor is now open. Here we go. On the count of three. On the count of three, here we go. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Some encouragement, folks. Come on, make some noise for them. Make some noise for your bride and groom. Come on. Move a little closer, though. You're throwing backwards. Move a little closer to him. There you go. All right, on the count of three, boys, you ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. For the photo. Here we go. On the real time. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. One more time. On the count of three here. 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Mr. and Mrs. Vernon. Come on! At this time, ladies and gentlemen, I ask that you please grab your things and make your way out the back doors there. Right where our sweetheart table, they're going to give you a sparkler, and we're going to line up.
Okay, we good.
Oh my God!
Hey, hold him up, hold him up.
Oh my God!
Light is up.
Oh shit, mine's down. Oh, but it's warm. Well, you gotta wave it around like a maniac. It's wedding. Very honest. A Patronum. You Patronum! BBD Bop. My metal pin. Oh, it's like Voldemort thing. It's like twisted. What's up? My arm is cold. Yeah, that's free! Woo! Here we go, my little son. This is getting hot. Fucking hot AF! Sorry, Bob. Steady on. Where's my bucket? Yeah, we're about to be in
Jesse's literally. It's getting darker. It's cute. Mine's like a 10 out of 10. What do we do with these? Bucket at the end. I'm going.